He's a 7, but he get jealous easily. You're a 3. Why are you insecure? Especially if I'm wearing a sexy dress, you should know that I'm only taking it out for you. Because I like you, and you like me. That's so childish. He's a 2, but he really has a nice smile. I'll give him a 7. I don't know why he's a 2. He probably might be toxic. He's a 6, but he can hold a good conversation. He's a 10. Like, a really good conversation? Like, we could talk on deep levels? Like, he's a 4, but he has great style. How's he a 4? Because he has great style. He's an 8. He knows how to dress. He's a 5, but he has a good sense of direction. Okay, babe. I'll give you a 6. He's a 10, but he call other girls hot.
Do you realize that with the government, if they wanted to, they would?
This is why I don't care about people taking advantage of the system. We got plenty of money to feed everybody, house everybody, medicine everybody, and clean water everybody. This is why I don't give a shit about, what about people gonna milk the system? We just don't want to work. What about them? Name 3 right now. Didn't think you could. And even if they are, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect you. That's also why if you see somebody steal a loaf of bread from the grocery store, no the fuck you didn't. Turn around and walk away. Because the system ain't broke, it's working exactly the way it's designed to. What we need to do is break it and rebuild it.
Friend called me today to tell me that she was arguing with somebody that she really cares about, right? And this isn't romantic. It's a person that she like really loves and wants in her life, right? And she's talking to me about how she's telling this person, like, you really hurt my feelings. And like, this feels very unfair. And it is unfair. It is an unfair situation that she's in, right? But she wants this to work. She really loves this person, right? And when she's telling me, I can hear her voice crack, right? And I love my friend. And she keeps talking because I don't think she wanted me to know that she was upset. But when I heard that, I wanted to grab a folding chair and fly to whoever was hurting her feelings and knock them over the head like I would see on WWE before I made my brother change the channel to go watch The Hills. But that's besides the point. Anyway, she was telling me how like she kept trying to understand what this person was saying, but it just like wasn't making sense. And this person's tapping into victimhood really early on, and the conversation wasn't going anywhere, and this person just wanted my friend to be the bad guy so bad that logic and reason was not landing. And I said, that's the point. People who don't care about, you know, meeting in the middle or compromise, you know what I mean, they're not going to meet you with logic and reason. That's their number one enemy. They're avoiding that at all costs. The only thing they can do is try to manipulate the situation, because people who don't want to be held accountable want to be admired. They want to be babied. That's all it is. And she said, that's a really good point. I said, oh my God, thank you. And she said, where did you learn that? And I said, I work on the internet. I'm internet facing. And that's all I'm going to say.
No man who's been in love with a woman said, I hope she makes me chase her. Once we're now so invested, we don't want this to be difficult. We're hoping she reciprocates, not makes it more challenging. What you'll notice is it's easier for men to chase lust than it is to chase love. Ooh. Because when you love someone and they're not receptive to you, it hurts. When you're just lusting after the woman, all you're focused on is what you want to get from her. Which is why you'll see some women have men who were never serious about you but will chase you for years on end. Wow. Because they're just locked into, I want this.
Fantasy.
Exactly, that's it. That's where the men are hunters kicks in. But once he's emotionally into you, he doesn't want all this resistance. Yeah. That hurts too much.
I do think that there are men who don't want to be aggressed upon in that way.
How your actions will be perceived will be based on how much they had interest in you.
Right.
So a lot of women will say, well, men don't want to be approached this way. No, he probably was never interested. He didn't want to be approached by you at all. Right. You could have been subtle, you could have been strong. He didn't want it. Exactly, it didn't matter. But most men are so happy to have a woman show him that she wants him, she has interest. He's going to be receptive to that if he has interest as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I made some empanadas. My mom always tell me to add like the olive to give it some flavor. And I add bell pepper. You want it cooked before you put it in the fryer. You don't want to, you know, it's going to really taste so fire, bro. It smells delicious. It looks delicious. It's cooked, ready for tomorrow.
Can tell you the game. You dig what I'm saying? If a nigga tell you the game, it's on you to go get your own bread. It's on you to take the advice and then go handle your business. You know what I mean? Like, a nigga can't make you.
Mostly and all that, that money can't fix that shit. What I'm supposed to do with my heart, bro? Go buy some love? Come on, bro. That shit don't work like that. You gonna be tricking for nothing. You feel me? Then now they just want to fuck with you because of the money, opposed to just the genuine you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Mostly and all that.
Ian, let me just say this. You can't disrespect me and then expect me to consider your fucking feelings. BFFR. What does that spell? Be fucking for real.
Understand, like, working. Like, I feel like Black Eyed P when he was telling his mom, like, I am doing my job. I just haven't got paid yet. And the thing is, sometimes in some videos, you may not net tell, but like, I'm enjoying myself. And in some, it's like really true facts. Because as an emotional, intelligent person, you learn to like work through logic than your emotion. And basically, God gave me this information to share with you guys. So I had learned that it's crazy how you think you could treat someone like crap and when they're broke or going through something. But like, one thing I learned the last 3 men I had dealt with, I would literally ask to be their girl. That's the one bad thing I did. 2, give them more than they ever expected. And they never expected anything nice. And if they never expected anything nice, how they're going to appreciate it if they don't even care about it until it's lost. And that's why these AKA boy men, you got to realize that when they're so asshole-ish, it don't matter. Like, even this guy was asking me, like, you know, because I would talk about how the Pisces, how I'll make him a sandwich and do nice things for him. And give him a nice, you know, blowjob, whatever. But the point of the matter is that if I give you that type of treatment, right, you can't be treating me like crap or when you feel like putting me down, because that emotional abuse that you do to that person hurts them. Even seeing this suicide letter from this principal, how he was talking about this one fight he had with his woman, and it happens a lot. And I don't understand, and that's why I want to find a partner where even if we're broke or frustrated, we don't destroy each other's life. We don't hurt each other's feelings. Because one thing with these 3 men, I noticed that even my friend said, like, you know, same man, different body, different face, whatever. Because it's like, when they're at their lowest, when they're broke, they want me to say something like, you're broke, you're worthless. Like, you just want me to talk to you crazy. And what I'm going to do is just cut you off and break up with you. Even if you did not expect it, didn't see it coming, I do not care. Because the fact that so many black men I came across with want me to abuse them shows me how unorthodox in your home was and how toxic it is. That means if someone wants you to do right, they have to put their hands on you, yell at you. And most of the cases that I've seen, even when I yell at it don't work. Sometimes what I learned is telling them nothing until they come back to me saying they wish they had listened to me. Because that's why I'm so always like on point. And like, I never understand, like that lady said, like in the clip, where if you keep disrespecting me, how you expect me to care what you think. Like, you was just being mad disrespectful. To the point I see someone being mad disrespectful, the person I'm living with right now as a roommate, and then gets like literally waits for me to give him a reaction. Once I do, get mad at me giving him a reaction and sit here and want to be like, oh, no. And some people just do that because they're not done using you. They hope they could get that one chance, that one. And honestly, I'm not into for this ding-a-ling thing. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I need real intimacy where it's not sexual, where I don't have to kiss you or sleep with you. Like, real love, patience. You showing me your asshole, you're not patient, whatever. Because I'm not judgmental, but it's just heartbreaking, because it's like, I could say a lot of homes are unorthodox that I know because of the lack of money that they have in their home. So when I see people like being mean to others, it's because some people, even when my friend was very sick, and I'm like, bro, you need to just focus on your health, right? Like, if I was dealing with a disease, I'll be focusing on my health. All that money stuff, wanting things, it's just a little source of validation and attention seeking. Because you're going to post it on Instagram. You're going to make people feel like you got some type of lifestyle. And people really don't care what's going on in your life because they got their own problem. All you're going to get is that little like and that. And it just shows you, social media really shows you how many people really don't heal their traumas. They think buying designer or doing this, and it takes them away from appreciating that you have a family, you have someone that loves you, that cares for you. And I literally seen that, like how women would destroy men and men would destroy women, and it's based on the money. Like, I would really appreciate if I could go back in time to tell both of my parents, I would just like, even if we was poor, everybody to treat people nice. Like, is it so hard to ask human decency to treat someone nice? You treat your dog nice. You treat that person that don't like you nice. You go back to that toxic ex, but you can't forgive, that one friend that made that one mistake that was really accidental. Like, it's kind of crazy. And reading his letter was really sad. And he literally said, please, please treat people nice. And I really believe that. People will hate you because they hate themselves. And I refuse, when I was nothing good to you, to stay with someone who wants to be like, asking me intrusive questions like, oh, you want to do 50-50? I bet you will want a man to take care of you. What do you bring to the table? And it's like, even though, if the person grew up fatherless or with a father in the house, where did you get this level of disrespect? Somebody showed them this. Everybody's a sponge. Everybody learned from the household that they came from. Okay? If you're lazy, it's because one of your parents was lazy. And everything, if you really want stuff to happen for you, all you have to do is believe. And that behavior just jolted me right back into life, where it's like, you are trying to break me down to show me like I'm not worthy of it. But if you wasn't being so mean and breaking me down and so mad, that if it wasn't true, right? Why are you being so mean to me and not letting it go? Because it is true. And the fact is, I don't care. I don't need to have proof or do anything. And I don't even want to talk to the people that did this to me. Because eventually, when you find someone that actually treats you and give you the world, you're going to look at yourself like, dang, I allowed myself to deal with people for so long, and time is precious. After seeing my favorite rapper take off, I literally take his advice, where he literally said he is not, stressing over no chick. Like, you treat me wrong, like, man, I ain't worrying about you. I'm going to find me someone else better that's going to appreciate me, love me. Come on now. Like, it don't make no damn sense. Like, mental health is really serious, and it's already bad enough we have jobs that treat us like shit, and then you go home and your family try to treat you like shit. And the thing is, I be hating when, 9 to 5 be feeling like a prison, and then the schools be feeling like a prison, because it teach you nothing but to be an employee. And the thing is, that's why I love that I was so self-aware and learning that I had to teach myself. I ain't need Saturn. There's stuff like Ashtagan, the Macaroot, when I tell people on TikTok how it helps them, and it helps people not only with their stress levels, anxiety, but if you get dry down there, it helps that too. So beetroot, it's good to take care of yourself, because when you put good things in, you feel good, you do better. And you gotta stay away from people that trigger you, meaning they say hurtful stuff and then act nice after and be like I got a perfect example. It happened recently, right? I literally told a person face to face, I'm cooking dinner.
the food is on the stove. I have to go clean this account. And he understand. Then he wanted to say something to piss me off and then apologize immediately after. Some people are really showing you that you're just beneficial to them. And I learned to like not feel bad because, oh, I don't have X, Y, and Z money. And it's crazy how people respect people because, oh, you have $10,000 saved. At least I could say I did have that money saved. At least I could say I helped people that, needed help. And, there was times where they was making me feel like they couldn't help themselves, but I'm not like that. Even when I explained to my little sister, like, yo, I'm not these strangers. Even my bro told me that. Like, that's going to treat you like crap. You need it. You need it. It's okay if you feel stressed over money or you want this bill paid, but don't overwork yourself or make yourself feel bad. You got people that will help you out. Because when my mom used to do it, I used to tell her, like, the things you say can be a little hurtful. You feel me? And sometimes there's parents that make you feel bad because they have you and feel like you're the cause of why they're broke. You feel me? So it's very serious because even when I'm seeing people at a 9-to-5, like with a job, right? There's always that one employee that push your buttons, but then as soon as you quit, the boss is calling you, wanting you back. No, this person always having me overworking and I don't even get paid that much. And the point is, it's like the person trying to make me uncomfortable, always staring at me, always giving me like mean looks. I don't know if it's an island thing that Jamaican men like to do, but it's very uncomfortable, bro. Because as soon as I say, oh, you don't have this or you don't have an IRA, you know how many men I help telling them you need to get an IRA, start your 401k, get a passport, and all that says, where was your brain? Where was your brain? That's one thing that's crazy how I could take criticism, and I had a granddad that was a veteran. His mouth, he would be like, yo, use your brain. One time I did something dumb and I didn't think, and he literally said something. And I could have been in my feelings, but it literally jolted me back into like, okay, I got to think before I do. Use my common sense. Every human being, after everything I just said, has common sense. Know right from wrong. Don't ever let someone trick you, making it seem like they don't know. Some people are hurt. Some people really believe they're entitled to have their way and let their pride and ego destroy somebody that is so nice that wouldn't do that to them. And we gotta do better, man. You gotta talk to people nice, bro. You don't know what they overcome, bro. There's so many things that I overcome from being homeless, helping my friend after he lost his sister, trying to get him, keep that empowerment of like, keeping your head tight, having to deal with homies trying to flirt with me, knowing I'm dating the Pisces, trying to get the bread, doing it all by myself, wondering why I'm failing because I don't have a team. And you're taking care of everything. Of course, you're not going to be at the place that you want to be. And in the worst part, people was really thinking, if I get this certain amount of money, I'm going to be happy and free. And the truth is, you literally showed me how sick you are. You feel me? And the next clip is going to show you where this lady talk about how sick people are, knowing that they seen their parents struggle and had a kid when they was unfinancially sick, and they did the same thing. Some people I even seen really think kids are like some sacrifice blessing where if you have a kid, God is automatically going to send you money and take care of your problems. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. So I really hope this message help people because I do not like bullying. Even I said it on TikTok where I seen someone bullying a special needs kid. They may not be able to fight, but I'm not here for watching people get jumped, especially innocent people. I'm not for it. I'm not for it. People should go to jail for watching, recording, and not helping the person. I don't know who taught y'all this. And clearly, no one's teaching you this. You're actually in a household where, just imagine being in a household, how many households is like this where the parent is there, but they're not active in your life. They don't have conversation. The most they might say is like, how's your day? How was school? And that's it. They don't tell you. They don't worry about your mental. They don't worry about none of that crap. And the system is so freaking broken. Like that man said in his letter, in his suicide letter.
And sometimes you gotta especially watch out for the people who try to make it seem like they're the innocent ones when they're causing all the pain and making you feel bad, and they're abusing and hurting you physically. It could be emotionally, and that is not fair. That is not fair, bro. It is not fair. Leave that person alone. When someone show you who they are, believe them. Do not believe that a 9 to 5 is all you need. Because like that guy said, I forgot his name, he's a comedian. Basically, his dad was an accountant for 12 years and the job let him go. This job's like Amazon. People are getting let go. Follow that dream, bro. You may not make that money that you want to make, $900 a day, but you might make it for the first 2 days. And in a business world, you got to save your money. Because the next 3 days, because I know when I had quit, bro, the next 2 weeks, I didn't have no orders until I started going back to work. And then that's when the orders start coming in. I hope this bless somebody. I hope this teach people to think before they say. Because the trauma, I'm here to apologize. The trauma that you felt from somebody else is unfair. But you know, if you really want to get to people, tell someone about your trauma and understand if someone's saying that they don't care, they're not for you. But the ones that relate to you, come to a compromise, learn to forgive them. If you can't forgive them, learn to let it go and learn to know that I'm going to be better than this. I'm going to do better. Because people really tried to say, oh, it's my dad or my mom for not giving me my self-identity. Even though my dad was not in my life, it's your responsibility. A therapist told me this, and I'm telling you this because she's so happy that I taught myself this at a young age. She knows I went through shit because people could hear how your voice sound, how intelligent you sound, how passionate you sound. I went through so much shit. I taught myself to love myself. That loving myself, doing self-care routines, and making sure I know that I am enough is all the identity I need. I don't need to be dressing like some goth girl, trying to follow the trend, trying to fit in. Because the thing about people, you doing what you see, them people are following trends because it worked for them. And maybe it was their type of style, whatever. Do what you used to do. And you, as someone even said on TikTok, if you really want to know who you are, how was you when you was 12? Now, if you was inside a room, locking yourself and socializing, thinking that you're ugly, you need to spend more time telling yourself nice words. Because even with my God baby, like, you can't rely on your parents to tell you you're beautiful. Your parents could tell you you're beautiful. But if you don't feel beautiful, you don't tell yourself that, why you think everything got self-discipline, self-love? Because it's going to take you to do it. It sucks, but it's not, it don't got the word self in it for no reason. You gotta do it yourself. Some real shit. And I know this is gonna get 1 million views because this is some real shit that people tend not to talk about. And I'm so thankful that I read books like Stillness is Key, When You're Ready, This Is How You Heal. There's so many other books I want to read on healing. I'm not fully healed. There's some shit I got. Just because I look like I'm okay doesn't mean I feel okay. There's some days I feel like shit. There's some days I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. And there's some days I'm absolutely fucking calm. Like, calm as fuck. Happy as fuck. But you're going to get through it. It's just emotions. Even how how pharmaceutical companies or psychiatrists, like, you could went through something traumatizing. Like, losing your loved one. This is what I went through. And all of a sudden, they're trying to put anxiety and bipolar on you. And literally, it's because you just have trauma and you need to find someone to talk to, like a therapist. There's nothing wrong with you. America wants to make money off of everybody and drug them. And the drug is not going to do anything but put a Band-Aid over the wound. If you don't find the root of the problem, that's why so many people, like Sweetie says, stay to yourself, stay focused, find what your niche is. That's why I don't judge people. If you like a man, you like using a man for money, cool. That's good. If a man like using a woman for money, that's cool. Whatever. Do whatever you want to do. Be whoever you are. But don't hurt people that wouldn't hurt you. Okay? Because that's the thing about people, that they spend most of their time judging others when they need to look within themselves. They need to solve problems that come from their childhood. And stop thinking, oh, talking to a therapist is not going to work. Yes, it is. But some people, if you lie to yourself, they're going to always lie to themselves. You're never going to accept the truth because you always lie to yourself. You want to act like a big kid, a boy man, and not accept that you need help. You don't want to pay for it. Drinking and smoking is not doing anything for you if you're not using it in a productive way, like to meditate. Well, drinking is not really for meditate. It's like a depressant, whatever. But y'all get what I'm trying to say, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope y'all enjoy the next clips and all these clips, because I gave people the game. I told them about Upwork. You can find someone to make a website, edit things. If you good in minks, good gym trainer, massage, where you could show someone and show them how to massage a person, and each clip has like, it's $50 for each video to be unlocked. And at the end of the videos, if they watch all of them, they get a certificate. Like, because if the school could charge you, why can't you charge for your service on giving people a certificate? You could get rich, man. That's free game, bro. That's literally free game. I am smart as hell, because instead of like stressing people out or cursing people out, and I've been in homes where people will yell at each other, I literally spend my stress days being creative, whether it's painting, whether it's finding stuff wholesale to sell it for more on sites like Macari and Etsy. I literally try to figure it out for myself. And yes, sometimes it was scary, because the people I had around, especially so-called boyfriends that I was hoping that they was going to help me out, I ended up having to solve it. I end up having to be the man in the relationship. So this is why I act the way I act. Very smart, very to myself, very quiet. So I hope y'all have a great day. Don't forget that Lord Jesus Christ is real. Pray to him. Mark 9, verse 23. You got to believe. And the thing about life too, if you don't believe in my Lord and Savior, do understand, you got to have faith that good things are going to happen to you. You're going to go through hell for a good 2 years. But now I'm seeing my career coming off, and I've been doing this for 2 years. It takes time, bro. You got to let go and be patient and trust God. Once you got that, you're good. Free game. You're good. All right? So, bye.
When did y'all realize we can't save all our people?
When I realized y'all seen having children with random people as less of an obligation than marriage, I knew y'all were not okay. I knew the elevator didn't go all the way to the top. When I realized y'all were out here having children while broke, you grew up in poverty, you got to see firsthand how your mama had to struggle, and then you turned right around and did that to a child, I knew you were not okay. When I seen men who grew up fatherless, didn't have a father figure in the household, and still did not protect their seed, went out and had babies by multiple women and not in their children's lives, and doing the same exact thing to children that they went through as a child, I knew everybody cannot go. It's a group of y'all that need professional help. Y'all stuck on stupid. You stuck in a vicious cycle of perpetuating the same stereotypes, and y'all just can't go. We got to leave y'all behind.